it's Alex, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face makeup tutorial. I'm going to be using Gorgeous Cosmetics in this video. I've never tried Gorgeous Cosmetics before. I'd seen them a couple times in, I think they're in David Jones, and I definitely have seen them in Sephora. And they contacted me a couple weeks back asking if I wanted to try their products, and I was like, hells yeah! So they sent me a bunch of products, and there's enough stuff here to do my entire face with. So I thought it was an awesome way to see what products I really love by shoving it all on my face at once and seeing what products I like. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm starting out with a beauty blender, and I'm going to be using the Base Perfect, I don't know why I said it like that, Base Perfect Liquid Foundation. This is a silky, oil-free and long-lasting foundation delivering flawless results for a perfect complexion. And this is in the shade 1W, so it's quite light, and that's why I waited to do this video for a while, because I currently have no fake tan on. I'm very pale. So this should be good, I hope. I don't know how much I need. Hopefully it covers my pimples. Smells like fancy sunscreen, if that's a thing. Okay, so first impressions, it's definitely not full coverage. I think I'm gonna have to apply a few layers if I want it to cover all my blemishes. Looks super natural on the skin though. It doesn't say if it's meant to be matte or dewy, but I think it's definitely got like a matte finish. Maybe like a satin finish. There's a bit of a sheen, but I really like the finish of this. This is usually what I go for. I also have really dry skin at the moment, and doesn't seem to be sticking in any like dry patches or anything. I'm really loving the finish of this foundation. I just wish it had a tiny bit more coverage. I'm just adding a little bit more where I need it. Okay, I really like this foundation. It's definitely a matte finish. It matches my skin quite nicely. I'm really pale on my chest, but I really like it. All right, let's move on to a bit of concealer. I'm gonna be using the, what is it? The Conceal It concealer in the shade Light Neutral. I believe they have 3 shades, and I can't remember how many foundation shades that they have, but I remember it being quite a lot, and they had a lot of different tones too, which is awesome. I'm just gonna be putting a little bit of that underneath my eyes. Ooh. I'm probably pulling the ugliest faces. Every time I edit a makeup tutorial, I like watch myself do my concealer, and I'm like, oh my god, I keep going to do it. I don't have anything to set that with, so I'm just going to be using my RCMA setting powder just to make sure it doesn't budge throughout the day. God, my skin just gets so dry in winter. I hate it. And there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I put on so much cream at night time, and I wake up in the morning, it's just like the Sahara Desert. It sucks. Now I'm going to set all of that in place. I'm going to be using the Powder Perfect pressed powder in the shade 06. A little bit darker, so I'm just going to press that in. Ooh. It's got good coverage. Oh, that's definitely a lot darker than my foundation. But that's okay, I'll just blend it down my neck. Love. Okay, now I'm going to quickly move on to brows. I've recently done a brow tutorial where I used this product already. I got into this because I ran out of my Anastasia Beverly Hills and I really like this. So if you want to see the full video of where I do my eyebrows, click that because I'll put that in the video and you can go check that out. But this is really good. It's a really nice shade. The only problem I have with this is for the fact that they only have one shade. So for anyone who has really dark eyebrows, you're not going to be able to get away with this unless you put like a whole heap on. So I'm just going to do my brows and I shall be right back. Okay, so I'm going to move on to a little bit of eyeshadow now. I'm just going to be using their Ever Matte palette, which just looks like this. So there's some really nice natural shades and then you get the black in there, which is nice. So I think I'm just going to do something quite natural, just throw a few colors in the crease and then maybe use that black and do a bit of like shadow liner or something. So I'm going to take my Morphe M433 brush. I'm just going to start with this color here and I'm going to use that all over my lid. And I'm also just blending up into the crease as well and blending slightly outwards. Ooh, I like you so far. Now I'm just dipping into the more warmer shade here and I'm going to put that in my crease also. And I'm just lightly putting that over my lid as well. I feel like there's a good mix of like warm and cool colors in this palette, but it also makes it hard to create one look with the one palette. They're blending super easy. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that shade there and just pop that right in my crease. Hopefully this looks alright with it. I'm just going to blend it slightly outwards. So I'm going to be using this shade up here, which is a nice like almost yellowy, I don't know, yellowy champagne color, and I'm going to be applying that underneath my brow bone. I'm also going to take a little bit on my finger and just put that on the inner corner just to brighten it up a little bit. Now I'm going to go straight in with this one here and I'm just going to use that on my lower lash line. And I'm using that on a Sigma E15 brush. I'll be listing everything down below as well if you want to know what any of the products are or what brushes I'm using and stuff. I just got that on my eyeball. I swear from years of like jabbing my eye with eyeshadow and eyeshadow brushes and everything, my eyeballs are like invincible. Just taking a little bit more of that, ooh, that warm shade as well, and I'm just going to blend that in with it also. Now with a little liner brush, I'm going to be using that black shade just a tiny bit because I don't know how this is going to turn out, and I'm just going to put it on my upper lash line just to add a bit more definition. I'm not going to be winging it out or anything. So it'll just end up looking something like that. So I'm going to move on to the rest of my face now. I'm going to be using the Endless Summer bronzer just to do a bit of contouring and bronzer. Just looks like this. Oops. It's a really nice shade. Hopefully it doesn't come out too dark. And I'm just using that on my Morphe M527 brush. It looks really warm. Excuse my pimples. This is definitely more of a bronzer rather than a contour. Obviously why it's called the Endless Summer Bronzer, but I'm just going to use it to add a bit of definition and to bronze up my face a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit on my forehead as well. And on my jawline. I really like this shade. Yes. Who said you can't be bronzed in winter? I think I'm going to take a little bit of that bronzer and add it to my crease as well. Just a little bit. I'm going to be doing a little bit of highlighting now, and I'm really excited about this. It's their Prism powder and it looks really, really pretty. So it just looks like that, and I'm so excited to use it. It's like a really nice goldy kind of tone. Hopefully it's not too dark. I'm just using that on the E50 again by Sigma, and I'm just going to kind of like lightly go all the way across. I might take it down my nose first. Oh, it's definitely very golden. I'm going to use a little bit of like the lighter side, and I'm going to take that underneath my brow bone as well. Ooh, this is pretty. It's very gold. So now that I'm going to put it on my cheeks, I'm going to avoid that. Oh, I just flipped you guys off. I'm just going to avoid that darker part because I don't want it to be too dark. I don't know if you can see that properly, but damn! Oh my lord, I am in love. Oh, it's very gold, but I like it. Might take a little bit of that, the very lightest shade here, and apply that on my inner corner as well. I'm really liking this look so far. I'm very impressed by this brand. I would definitely use a lot of these products again. Now I'm going to move on to mascara, which I'm nervous about because if you've seen my tutorials before, you know I'm very particular about my mascara. I like it to be lengthening, volumizing, and I put about 500 layers on. So I'm quite nervous about this. This is their Glamour Lash Mascara, in black I'm guessing. It's volumizing mascara. So let's give it a go. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes really quickly as well. That's what the wand looks like. I already know normally like a brand new mascara won't apply as well as it does after it's been used a couple times when they start drying out just a tiny bit more. So I'm not expecting to get like my full opinion of it right now. However, this is looking good. Okay, I'm excited. This is working out really well. I'm very happy right now. So I'm all finished with my mascara, and considering that it's the first time I've opened it and used it, it looks amazing. I would definitely use this mascara again. That's what it looks like. I put the tiniest bit on my lower eyelashes as well. Now I'm going to move on to my lips. I'm just going to be using their lip liner pencil in the shade Skinny Dip, which is a nice like nude color. It's gliding on really easy. So this is the completed eye look. It's definitely a very natural look. Well, not natural, but it's more of a neutral look and something I would personally wear every day. I really like how it turned out. This is the completed look using all Gorgeous Cosmetics. I'm so glad that I tried this brand. There's actually a lot of products in here that I'll be using every single day. Like that highlight, I'm definitely going to be using again. The brow products I already use every single day. So yeah, I'm really glad that I tried these products because it was definitely something that I looked past every time I'd go into Sephora. It's just something I wouldn't think to try. So I'm really glad that I got the opportunity, and I also got to show you how awesome it is. So I really hope you like this tutorial. It was definitely more of a neutral everyday look. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I make new videos every single week. And yes, hopefully until then I will see you in my next video. Bye!